Hello everybody, and welcome to the 7th and final devlog of the year for the Vaporwave, an action 3D platform with stylings based on the 80s and 90s. And today, I'm going to show off a demo of just about everything we made so far. But before we get into the thick of it, I'm happy to say you can play everything I'm about to show right now. Download link is in the description. Alrighty, first things first, we're going to show off our main menu. As you can see, it's rather stylish, and based off Windows 95, at least a little bit. This main menu is a real labor of love between basically the entire team. I handled the audio, as well as the fun little cloudy thing in the background. Ham76 did a lot of work, especially with the different panels and such, and Oofity sort of strung it all together to make it actually work. So getting into the actual game, our first opening room here is a simple movement tutorial. Narrow little pathways to sort of get you familiar with how fast you can move and how tight you can turn. And the biggest, punishment you'll get is falling a few feet. And here we up the stakes a little bit. We got a timer, so you have to be at least a little bit confident in your abilities to walk in a relatively straight line. And here we introduce the skates that are slippier and faster, which you should know if you saw the first devlog back at the start. And now here is where we introduce the throwing hands, the action in this action 3D platformer, some enemies, and some drop kicking you have to do. And here's the combo, which is a pretty fun feature. You'll see what it does at the end. And here we introduce the dropkick as a movement utility, being able to redirect your velocity in the air. And here we demonstrate that the skates behave differently than the shoes. In case the player needs to know that, which they will. Trust. And here's a checkpoint. And here's some dialogue from a certain dolphin who will not appear in this level. And this is a simple room just to introduce the bubble boiler's damage mechanics. And this room's purpose is to introduce the movement mechanic for the bubble boiler, which is to be able to hover like Flood from Mario Sunshine. As you can see, the jumps are pretty wide and the timing can be a little tight, so hovering is very helpful. And this room, while seemingly innocuous, does serve to introduce a mechanic if you're of a keen mind. So we know about the dropkick, we know about the bubble boiler hover. What if we did both at once? Pretty cool, huh? And here's something Oofity worked on for an entire day. The boss of the level, the antivirus, the behemoth of the basement, the real punk of the... I don't know the P word that goes with basement. Anyway, you can just dropkick him out of his spinning attack. But if you're less cool, you can just have him hit a wall. Standard stuff. And here's the third phase of the fight, where we see a very familiar triangular prism. This waves. And like that, the level's finished, and we get to show off our score mechanics. So you get points based on how fast you went, how many coins you collected. There's a lot of coins to count. How many enemies you killed, multiplied by how high your combo was. And once we calculate the final totals, you'll get a rank. I hope I get a V rank. Oh. I just got an S. Oh well. And that's all I'm going to be showing you for today. If you want to see more, download the demo.